Let's update. Right, just tell me your name if you can.
Shaz Rahim.
Okay, and just spell.
S-H-A-Z-R-A-H-I-M.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just ask me like my versions of
okay, Shaz, can you tell me what?
Yeah, well, I suppose my grandparents, my aunt and two uncles are still missing. They lived on the 17th floor. I just wanted to say, like 48 hours since our last contact, you know, we haven't heard any news, we haven't spoken to them, anything. We spoke to my auntie Husna roughly about 3 AM, that was the last time. She said that they were stuck in the bathroom, all 5 of them. They went there, they watered the floor, put the towels underneath the door, and the smoke was coming in. That was the last we heard from them. Now, my granddad also spoke to my elder sister roughly 3 o'clock, saying that, you know, he was panicking, he was confused because he suffered 3 strokes in the last couple of years. So sometimes, I don't know if it was dementia, like he was getting a bit older, he was forgetting things, and he would be like childlike sometimes. So he said to her on the phone, "Oh, I can see a helicopter, why don't you send a helicopter to come and get us quickly, you know, we're going to burn to death." And I got to the scene roughly about 1:30. I literally saw people's hands from the 11th and 12th calling out for help. I saw women with their kids, and I saw smoke coming over their heads, and they, you know, literally disappeared. I had to go climb over a fence on one building to go past the police cordons to get a bit closer, just to, you know, see what was happening. Now, there's been no support whatsoever from the police or any counselling offered whatsoever. When we called all the lines, they took all our details, so they're aware that, you know, it's our family there. Not one person has phoned to say, does anyone need any counselling? Because you might have noticed before, my mum was on the tape, you know, she's absolutely distraught, but there's been nothing covered. There's no support networks, no support systems whatsoever, and we all pay tax, so, you know, it just makes no sense. Where is our tax money? It just feels like people that live, say, on council blocks or in social housing aren't treated equally, and, you know, that's the truth. I just wanted to make a few more comments. It might sound controversial, but I think everyone needs to know what the actual truth is, because sometimes things that we're seeing in the media are either just portrayed for people just to think, you know, that is what's the truth, but there is a lot more that happens. Like, for example, we went to the hospitals, they put on the news, you know, you call this number, you can go to the hospitals. We were turned away with zero information, you know, whatsoever, zero information. All the telephone numbers that were provided were extremely poorly manned, and information provided by news outlets, social media networks, they're reporting inaccurate information as well. They said death toll was 6, then it went to 12, now they're saying 17. But I spoke to a Moroccan man that came out with his wife and daughter, and he said he lived on the 18th and 19th. He said his other 12-year-old daughter's still in there. He went back in. He asked the firefighter to help him up the stairs. The firefighter stopped at 11th floor and said he can't go any further. When the guy was coming back downstairs, when I saw him outside, he said to me he literally trampled on 70 bodies in the stairwell. He said it was dark, it was smoky, but you could feel and you could smell people's burning bodies and skin, and he trampled over 70 people coming down. So when the, you know, news is reporting 17 people dead, there's at least 300-400 people that are unaccounted for. So obviously, you know, what's happened to them. So they're there, but it seems like still there's no information given. I also wanted to say, in terms of Theresa May and her cabinet, they need to explain to people that live in council blocks why they're not treated equally in society, why aren't they seen the same? Because it seems like, for example, the ex-housing minister, Gary Barwell, I believe he's got blood on his hands. He had 4 years to rectify any safety issues. When the Grenfell Tower was mentioned, it was passed, I believe, in Whitehall as well 4 years ago, and he just parked it to the side. He just didn't bother, because people, for example, that live on, you know, council blocks, they just, you know, it just doesn't matter at all. Now, I think it's a disgrace and it's a massive insult for Londoners that we pay our taxes, they're killing off the NHS. She's cut police numbers, our fire services, and I think she urgently needs to step down and resign with an immediate effect, because she's incapable of keeping us safe in our homes and on our streets as well. She's failed the people of the country, and I think it's time for her to go. She definitely needs to go. You know, I was there myself. I'll never forget the burning smell of bodies, flesh, skin, things that haven't been reported, but that's the honest truth. There's at least 200, maybe 220 people that are dead. There's 2 people that came out of the building. They said to me they literally trampled on between 60 to 100 people in the stairwells. They said it was dark, filled with smoke. They couldn't see, but they could feel when they were walking over people just to try and get out. Also, I just want to say a special thank you to all the people of London, the UK, for their support, whether they're black, white, Asian, Arab, Muslim, Christian, whatever faith. You know, everybody's united together. It's just a shame our government isn't. And just the last message to say, Theresa May, she's taking from the elderly and the poor. She wants to cut fuel allowance, winter tax, all of that for the old people, and money that's getting put in. Everyone pays taxes. People that are on lower paid jobs pay more taxes, but yeah, you know, they live in unsafe conditions, nothing sorted out. They spend £10 million on putting plastic up, you know, when they know from previous fires that that would make it ignite and blow up even more. And the reason they've done that is because there's been a lot of housing development for people that are going to be buying the houses around the area. They don't want to go to Notting Hill in that affluent area and purchase houses if you've got 5 big blocks. All that look like they're grey sticking out, so they've done it to make it look a bit more attractive. But at the same time, they didn't spend money to put sprinklers in there or say fire alarms to make sure people are safe.
We're going to have to think
Yeah, we want it completed May.
We've got to try and get as much in as possible, so we're going to have to rush back to try and edit it. But thank you very much for writing stuff down. We need to go, guys.